Tim Black. Tim
There's gonna
Black.
be consequences and repercussions.
Tim Black. Tim Black.
Had to get it right, guys.
Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
What up, people? How you doing? It's your man, Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black at Night show. It is Tuesday, and it's beautiful. Oh, it's amazing, man. I'm feeling really great. Feeling really pumped up. How's everybody doing? Can I say hello to my people on Facebook? It's been so long. Been far too long, Facebook. Far too long. God. I know people on Facebook like, Tim, you know, what's up, man? You know, what's going on, man? You one of those neighbors that borrow something and never come back to return it? What's going on? Come on, Tim Black. Don't do us like that. Don't be that way, Tim Black. Man, thank you so much for bearing with me. I appreciate you guys. What is going on, Facebook crew, man? I'm just happy as hell that you're all here. Thank you for showing up to a brother's live stream. I appreciate you. Good to see you in the house. Nico House in the house. Oh man, hey look. I gotta pay respect to my people on YouTube. What up, people on YouTube? How y'all doing? What up, YouTube people? Y'all good? You know, you get everything's it's all right. You know, you start getting like, people, cynical people, any day above ground's a good day. And you could die and be above ground. Any day I get out of bed is a good day. A little bit more than, give me a little bit more than that. Give me a little bit more than just you alive, Come on, man, you alive, you walking around. Some good had to happen to you at some point today. Even if you only ate a good Philly cheesesteak, that's a good thing. Something. Or a good, I don't know, quiche, I don't know. A good something. You drink some good old lemonade, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta look at the positive side. You gotta look at the positives, and you gotta be happy about that. All right, guys, so look, check it out. All right, so I'm gonna do this way. I wanna first address this issue because I got to. People, this week is the Nico House week, right? It's the Nico House week for the $1, one follow, $1 campaign that H.A. Goodman, Howard Bastard, Nico House, and myself am on. So please, guys, I need you to go find Mi Casa Su Casa on Patreon.com. And if you give to my show, I need you to give to Nico House show. And heck, even if you don't give to my show, I would like for you to give to Nico House's show because we need to support independent media. That's something that needs to happen. All right? Because look, man, all I can tell you is that it's not easy being in this business having ethics. It's not easy being in this business having a core. It's not, all right? And repeatedly, I'm being reminded that as I go through my life. I think I'm going to bring a great guest on the show. I'm excited about it. And then they get cold feet on me. And then that happens. Because what we talk about, because people don't want to be confronted. Now, what I'm talking about right now is a politician. People don't want to be confronted with, like, hard questions. They want you to phone it in a little, and also my brand is somewhat, it's good brand, don't get me wrong, but it's also like this guy talked bad about Hillary. So they're always thinking, that's the guy that talked bad about Hillary. That's the guy that talked bad about Nancy Pelosi. It might not be a good look for us, It might not be a good look for us. And I'm just trying to tell people, like, if you if you appreciate independent media, guys, you really got to support us, because this is the reason why you don't have a lot of truth-telling media, right? I'm telling you the truth. This is why. Because it's hard to stay alive. I don't just mean alive above ground. I mean, it's hard to stay alive in this business and be able to keep your doors open, be able to put content out, being able to take care of your family. It's really hard to do it. That's why that's like the main reason people sell out. And some people just believe that centrist idea, they believe the middle is the place to be. I agree. There's some people who believe that's a good way to be. But I have a strong feeling that most people, they don't feel that way. They just know it's hard. It's hard trying to be principled. It's hard saying, give a single payer health care or get out my face. Right? It's hard saying that. Because then because then now you're ostracized. Look what they did to Kimberly Ellis. Kimberly Ellis had the audacity to not wait her turn. Oh my God. Who are you not to wait your turn? Look what they did to Nina Turner. Nina Turner's like, I'm going to support who I want to support. What? After all we've done for you, we let you work in the big house and everything. We let you, have a career and everything. Look what we did for you. I can't believe you want to go make up your own mind like you. Like, what are you up? Individual now with your own opinion? How dare you? How dare you, How dare you have an opinion? How dare you vote the way you want to vote or support who you want to support? How dare you think? How dare you think? But to break something. One more time. How dare you think you're going to just come up in here and support whatever candidate you think is best for the country? Yeah, man, that's how they treated her. Talk to her like she was in grade school. Talk about a grown woman with family, kids, husband, all that. I'm trying to tell you, man. So it's so I just want to remind everybody that while we're going through these processes, we're dealing with these issues, Facebook, YouTube, I just want you to remember that these are real people's lives. All right? That's all I'm saying. Oh, it's nice to be back here, but the people on the front lines, they catch it, man. I'm just saying they catch it. And that's one's all to respect people more who are catching hell for doing what we want, for even trying to do the right thing. Because it is really a hard road to take. So give it up for people who do the right thing and catch hell and get no recognition for it. Give it up for those people. I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious. There's people all over this country, man, doing great things, getting little recognition for it. There's somebody right now working in the soup kitchen or running the soup kitchen, right, who's getting no recognition for it. Get nothing for it. There's somebody right now opening their doors to strangers who's getting no recognition for it. Nothing for it. There's people right now doing something fantastic, amazing, never getting any limelight, never getting any exposure. Not saying they're doing it for that, but don't they deserve it? Don't they deserve it? Damn right they deserve it. They deserve some exposure. They're not getting it, though. Nah. Because people focus on what they hate, not what they want. People focus on what they detest, not what they appreciate. People focus on the drama, not the struggle. Not the people struggling and fighting for them every day. So we don't want to be those people. And I just want to start the show by saying don't be those people. That's all. Just something that's been on my heart. I want to share it with you. I appreciate you. I want to talk about Chicago, man. When I went to Chicago, I saw it from my own eyes. I saw nice neighborhood, hell. Nice neighborhood, you could die in a minute. Despair, affluence. Living high on a hog, being gunned down by hogs. High on a hog, living like a hog. You know what I'm saying? I saw it all. I see that here in D.C. too. It happens everywhere across this country. And we always have these people who don't know anything about these areas, watching TV going, everybody's just this, and everybody just needs to work harder. And everybody, those people need to travel. I went to Indiana, and I saw nothing. I saw no industry. I saw no opportunity. I saw despair. It's like you leave people with nothing. This was Gary, Indiana. You leave people with nothing. No way, nothing. I'm serious, nothing. You push them to the prison industrial complex. You strip them of being access to food stamps, housing, any support systems, and then you say, have at it. But don't break the law because you're going to go back to jail. You can't vote. You can't get a food stamp. You can't get a place to stay. Nothing. Why? Because you had some weed one time. And the cops prey on you, too. It's like a cheetah hunting gazelles. They prey because they got to make the bills, and locking up people is how they make the bills. But we always got these people who aren't on the ground, who never been around, don't know nobody from that area, don't know what's going on, having a lot of opinions. Get out and see the country before you talk shit. Get out and know your neighbor. Get out and understand what they're going through. 3 Chicago officers charged with conspiracy in the Laquan McDonald case. When I read that title, first thing I was thinking, only 3? I want the whole police force indicted. I want the whole police force charged. And look, and see, I'm not like some people. Like I learned, we want it from the top to the bottom. I want the top. I want the top. I want the mayor. I want the chief. They already threw the chief under the bus. They got a new chief now. I'm tired of people just wanting the officer who did it. I want him too, don't get me wrong. But don't just want the officer, want the whole tree. If we learn nothing from my Michael A. Wood conversation, I hope we learn that we don't just need the apples, we need the whole forest. We need to inoculate the whole forest. We need everything. We need a whole new system. We need a whole new system put in place. So get rid of the apples, but get rid of the tree, get rid of the grove, get rid of the fertilizer, uproot the whole thing. Let's put in some artificial turf. Let's do something. Once again, 3 officers were charged today with conspiracy, official misconduct, and obstruction of justice in connection with the investigation that followed the death of Laquan McDonald, the teenager fatally shot by a police officer 3 years ago. And you see how I stumbled over that a little bit? I stumbled over that a little bit because they made sure I told you that the teen was black and that the officer was white. Because we got to get that in there. And maybe that had something to do with it or not. I don't care. Look, I don't care if that's why it happened. It's what happened. So if you shoot, I want black teenagers to get treated like white teenagers. So I don't care what color the teenager was. I want all teenagers who get shot who aren't armed. I want all of their killers to be brought to justice. But I'm just telling you why I stumbled over the word, because I get tired of them doing that. Just give justice. You don't got to pull at my emotional heartstrings. I'm not your voodoo doll. Just give me justice, man. The 3 officers are charged with conspiring in the hours and days after the shooting to conceal the true facts to protect Jason Van Dyke, the officer who fired not once, not twice, not 5 times, not 10 times, 16 times at McDonald. 16. We're talking about somebody who didn't have a gun. Officer Van Dyke, who was charged with murder in the shooting, was the only one to fire a weapon. That night, Mr. McDonald died along a southwest side street in 2014. But other officers, including the 3 now charged with crimes, backed up Officer Van Dyke and his account of what happened that night. The dashboard video, however, contradicted their accounts, showing Mr. McDonald, who was clutching a knife, seeming to veer away from the police when Officer Van Dyke began firing. The shooting continued as Mr. McDonald lay crumpled on the ground. Yeah, he was in the fetal position on the ground dying and they kept shooting him. It was the execution. I guess, I don't know, I don't know, I guess we have there's no consistency in how America handles these types of events. I would say a man in his car with a license in broad daylight is even less threatening than a man on a corner with a knife. Wouldn't you? But you see how it worked out? The man in the car with the license for his gun, who never pulled it out, shot multiple times, killed in front of his girlfriend and daughter. They both deserve justice, but not in our system. Not in our system. The three officers who were accused not only of lying about what happened during the shooting, but also of coordinating their activities to protect one another, and of preparing, reviewing, and approving false police reports. They also conspired. The special prosecutor alleges to fail to find witnesses and to preserve evidence in an effort to help Officer Van Dyke. All right, so this is where we got to just draw the line. We just got to keep it at 100. Let's keep it 100, Facebook. Let me back you up just a little bit, Facebook. Let me keep it a little bit. Everyone says we need to make it easier for good police to turn in bad police. Yeah. It's sort of like in politics where we say we should make it easier for politicians to be good politicians and to stick to their guns and be ethical, not take super PAC money, have a core, fight for the people, don't give in to special interest groups. Do you see a running thread of how money in the system is corrupt? You see that? Same thing. So what happened in Chicago with Laquan McDonald? Think of all the stories you don't hear about. You think these officers, this is their first time giving cloud and evidence? You think this is the first time they stuck up for a colleague? That's what you think. You think you think that. That's what y'all Facebook, y'all think this the Woo! You need to go here. You need to know what? You need to go ahead and tour with Jimmy Dore. Go ahead up to Burbank, California. Sit in with Jimmy for a couple of sets. I'm serious. You are funny. When was the last time you got caught doing something the first time you did it? Who gets caught doing something the first time they do it? Come on, man. May these officers be punished for what they've done. May we also be smart enough to realize this ain't the first time. And for us to have the ability, the courage to start pushing for police reform overall. Because there's just so many of these stories I can do with a straight face as if we're going to actually accomplish anything. If we don't fight within and outside the system to put pressure on these municipalities, these police unions, to adopt a new method of policing. If we don't do that, we're going to get nowhere. So I don't care if you're racist, you better do your damn job. How about that? I don't care about your warm and fuzzies. You don't have to like me. You just have to treat me legally. You have to allow me my constitutional rights is all you have to do. You ain't got to like me. We ain't got to play dominoes together. We ain't got to play kicky sack, nacky sack, whatever that is. We kick the ball and all that. We don't got to do nappy sack. We don't have to do that. I don't even want to do that. I can't do it. That's why I don't want to do it. You know, you're not good at something. But I'm saying, we ain't got to hang out. You ain't got to come over my house, meet the kids, throw the ball back and forth. None of that's necessary. What I need you to do is respect me as a human being, not abuse your power, and be held responsible and be accountable for what you do. And also have juries that would actually convict people of what they do, and also legislatively change the laws. It's so much that needs to be done. So much. But I'll take these officers never working again as police officers ever again. That'd be great. That'd be great. Probably won't happen. They probably just go somewhere else and work. But it's a start. Give it up for that. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Doesn't it? Whew, Lord. Since we're on cops, no, I'm not on cops. Never been on cops. People probably Googling now. Tim Black on cops. No, Tim Black's not. No. Don't have those type of problems. I got regular problems like my car's down. I got those type problems. Flat tires, can't buy one tire, got to buy 2 tires. Can't afford it. Why? Because I'm not a sellout. See, this is what you get when you don't sell out. You can't buy your own tires. So give to the Tim Black Tire Fund. See, when you don't sell out, you're screwed. And I'm not joking either. Off-duty black officer mistakenly shot by white colleague. God damn. Damn. All right. Man, can we all just get along? But he was such a nice person. He really was nice. He was really nice. He's got a good heart. He's got such a good heart. You just don't realize how good a heart he has. His bullets killed. No, he didn't die, did he? He didn't die, did he? Okay. Bullets hurt. But he's got such a good heart. He really mean well. An off-duty black St. Louis police officer, his race factored into him being mistakenly shot by a white officer who didn't recognize him after a shootout with black suspects this week. The wounded officer lawyer contends. The 38-year-old black officer was off duty when he heard a commotion near his home and ran toward it with his service weapon to try to help his fellow officers. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Oh, let me go get involved in something that I don't have anything to do with. You know, I can see how this happens. You know, I know they say officer is always on duty, right? Right? Okay. We need to stop buying into TV. TV is one thing, right? I know it's one thing. But this story right here, I'm going to try to get through it, guys, but after I'm done, because I don't know, I haven't taken the time to read this story yet, not totally. I know it basically, but I'm going to keep it 100 with you on this story, okay? I'm going to give you that. I'm going to keep it so 100, some people might want to unsubscribe after I read this. Because if this is going where I think it's going, some people might get their feelings hurt. St. Louis Interim Police Chief Lawrence O'Toole said the incident began when officers with an anti-crime task force followed a stolen car and were twice fired upon by its occupants. One suspect was shot in the ankle and was arrested, along with another teenager who tried to run from police. O'Toole said a third suspect is still being sought. When the off-duty officer who lived nearby heard the commotion and arrived at the scene to help, 2 on-duty officers ordered him to the ground, but then recognized him and told him to stand up and walk towards them. As he was doing so, another officer arrived and shot the off-duty officer, apparently not recognizing him. Okay, I feel better now. I feel better. Look, I'm just going to be honest. What I was thinking was he ran in there with his gun out and forgot there are other cops there. But apparently, this right here, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible. This shouldn't have happened. It just shouldn't have happened. The black officer's lawyer, Rufus J. Tate Jr., discussed the shooting with St. Louis Fox affiliate KTVI, but the officer isn't named in the report. Tate told the station that his client identified himself to the on-duty officers at the scene and complied with their commands. Then why'd you shoot him? The lawyer questioned the white officer's account to police that he shot the off-duty officer because he feared for his safety. There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's why he shot him. He feared for his safety. It always works, don't it? It always works. I'm over here. He's black. Jury's like, yeah, he is black. He's black. Tate did not reply to several phone messages. Okay, anyway. Now they go into stuff, they throw in stuff that don't matter. So now what? They're investigating. A jury rejected a $20 million federal lawsuit by Young. There's another story. The money guy, I don't know. All right, so look. Okay, here we go. Black officers recognize that when you are not wearing a full uniform, you seem just like a black man that you lock up every day. Recognize that. And I know it's not easy being a black cop, but if you're a black cop, at least recognize the world around you. What do you think Black Lives Matter been talking about, man? You come running up on the scene and you think, well, I'm just going to help out. You're not wearing a uniform. You just black. That's all you are. And in this situation, they were actually looking for black guys, and there goes a black guy running towards them. You guys need help? This could have turned out much worse, is what I'm saying. I need all my black officers out there to, first of all, I don't care what color you are. I just need you not to abuse your power and not be so damn jumpy with the trigger finger. That's what I would like. Just because you're scared should not mean people end up dead. So it don't matter what color you are. But black officers, if you don't know the issues that we're having with police, you have to know it. You just got to realize that when you don't have a uniform on, you look just scary like any other black guy to an officer, especially when they're looking for black guys. So, look, yeah, he was wrong. You shouldn't have been shot. Especially, look, that officer who shot the black officer, he don't need to be a cop. See, he don't need to be a cop. He just doesn't. They got the situation under control. They told the guy to get up and walk towards him. This guy show up late, shoots the guy. It makes no sense. It's just horrible training and people who should not be cops being cops. That's what I feel. And after my conversation with Michael A. Wood about police officers and about training and about the system, I just feel that we got way too many cops who should not be cops. We need battle-tested brothers and sisters as cops. People who can react reasonably, calmly, under duress. Not people running into situations late and grabbing their gun and shooting. That's the problem. And that can happen with black officers, white officers, Latino officers. It seems to happen a lot with white officers. But when you start looking at the data, black officers shoot black people too. Black people, and look, and little quiet thing, little thing nobody talks about, but I want to address it because I hate when I forget to mention it because I do this off the top of my head. Native Americans have the highest level of police brutality instances and shootings. Something you won't hear about. You know why you don't hear about it, right, though? We know why we don't hear about it. We don't hear about it because it won't get them ratings. There's not enough Native Americans due to all of the great things that our U.S. government has done for them to get a bump in the rating score. But that's a fact. I just like to throw out fun facts like that. So the takeaway to this is, black officer, you still black. Stop acting like you joined, like you not. You are. And now do you see what we're talking about? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you know. We just need a whole new police. We need everything new. Shit, we need it all done again. All right. I don't even think I could use that as a clip for a show. It's too all over the place. It's too crazy. It's too real. I don't know how I feel about it. You know? Anyway, give it up for whatever that was. But the real talk is all the stuff that we deal with. Yeah. Don't be a cop if you can't be a cop. That's all, man. I don't know. Woo! All right, can we talk about healthcare? I need some healthcare, y'all. I need some healthcare. Listen, man. This healthcare bill is atrocious. I don't even think you can call it a healthcare bill. It's a death deal bill. It's a no-care bill. You know? How do you put out legislation that instead of correct the problem that you're supposed to be correcting, you kill more people? You leave more people vulnerable and likely to die because they can't have coverage. How do you do that? Like, that's just like, look, see, I look at this another way. I don't look at the way most people do. I look at this like an intentional killing. Oh, they want to purge poor people. That's what it is. They want to purge poor people without saying it. If you want to purge poor people, why don't you just have the balls, Mitch McConnell, have the balls to say, you know what? There's too many people around. We need to kill some poor people because we don't got room. Look, we tired of printing food stamps. We tired of having the clothes. We tired. So we just want to cut down on 2% of the population. We haven't found a way to do it without it being noticed. So we decide this will do it slowly. See, I respect that. Then we can have a fucking revolution immediately, and people would stop sitting on the fence. And when this person like Sham Cedar says, yeah, I know they lying, but it benefits me, then we can just go get him, throw him in the lake, down by the lake. We take him for a ride down by the lake and be done with it. But see, the Republicans and the neoliberals, excuse me, they're not bold enough to say what they really want to do. No, because that's really what they want to say. Like, the neoliberals want to say, you know, like I don't know, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi, what she really wants to say is, listen, everyone, we just got too many blacks and Latinas that don't make enough money. So we like to ship in a bunch of new people who work 16 hours a day with no benefits and no nothing, and get rid of all of these poor blacks and these poor Latinas. That's what we want to do. That's the big plan. That's the big plan. Won't you just say it? I'm tired of BSing with neoliberals. I'm tired of BSing with Republicans. Republicans just admit, hey, look, man, you know, Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, this is to come out. Hey, look, man, here's the deal. We're tired of BSing around with you, Facebook. We just got too many people. We got people in the way when we want to drive our cars, ride our horses. You know, it's too many blacks looking at the white women when they're in the malls. We're tired of Latinos, you know, I don't know, selling fruits and hanging out or whatever the hell. We're tired of it. We just want to get rid of all of you. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make it hard for you to have health care. And we're also going to let your water stay fucked up, too. We're going to mess up your water, too. See, no one has balls. No one has the balls to say the real deal. They are cowards. Now, their actions will materialize into globalization replacement of you and me. You and me. And bringing people with no rights, people with no nothing, people who can't, you know, get EEO, can't file a complaint. That's what they're doing. That's what they want to do. It's globalization. They want to farm out jobs and then get rid of you. I'm not dissing anybody who wants to come to America. I'm just telling you, their plan, the way I see it, and don't tell me it's not the plan the way I see it. Look, they don't say it, but it's what they are doing. They want to lock you up. They want you to throw away the key. They want you to die, drink bad water. And they want to kick you out your home because you don't pay for the bad water that comes to your home. This is what's going on in Flint. But instead of just telling you and being honest with you so you can decide, hey, do I want to stay here? Or do I want to fight? Or what do I want to do? Or do we just walk quietly off the pier into the inferno? Like, do we just take it or do we fight back? And they don't want, see, if they did it the way I say I would do it, I'd just be honest with you. Look, Jerry, your services are no longer needed. You know, you guys ever had a job that was really shitty? Like it's run by cowards and you can tell things aren't going well, but they don't want to pay you severance or they don't want to give you unemployment. So what do? They make it hard for you. They treat you horrible, hoping you quit. Hoping you quit, because that way they don't have to give you anything. That's America. Democratic Party? It's like Tim Canova said. Tim Canova did a great interview with Jimmy Dore. Tim Canova said, it's like the battered woman syndrome That's the Democrats. They abuse you. They disrespect you. They harass you. And then they say, well, I'm sorry, baby. You know I'll make it up to you. Come on now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I won't do it again. Come on. You know I love you. Vote for me again. Then you vote them in. They do the same shit. Bang, ping, pow, pow. You suck. You're just like your mother. I never did love you, and I don't love your mother. Then the time runs around again. You get really serious. You're about to leave, and they do it all over again. Ah, screw you. Screw the dog. That's right. I'm sleeping with your sister. This is what we do. Shut up, lady. Don't talk to me. Don't talk back to me. And we keep coming back. Because the Democrats, they don't have balls. They play the game. They say, well, no, that's not all of us. It's not the party. It's not really what we're about. We really wanted to give you single payer. It's just the evil Republicans. And if you're black, they say, it's the evil Republicans. Plus, they're racist. Well, the policies that you have are racist to me. Too. They're both bad. But once again, guys, my thing is I'm just tired of lies. I'm tired of people pretending like they give a damn when they do not care, folks. They do not care. In fact, it's worse than that. They want to kill you. They want 22 million more people to not have health insurance. That's the plan. Here, hey, look. Hey, GOP. Hey, dumbasses. Look. When you say you're going to end one thing because it sucks, your thing should be better. I know it's crazy, right? I know. It's crazy, right? But when you replace something because you say it's not effective, it doesn't work right, you're supposed to put in something better. You're not supposed to make something shittier. And say, here you go. Oh, by the way, hope you have spend that money. Yeah, I know. Oh, man, you know that, man. Oh, yeah, we did the best we could do with this over here. Oh, yeah, we tried, man. We've been here banging our heads for 6 years trying to come up with something. Really? 6 years. And the plan you come up with is worse than the plan we already have? You sure you've been working on this 6 years? 6 years. You've been working on a plan for 6 years, and it's worse than the plan we currently have. I want to know, and do you know Jason Chaffetz today? I'm all over the place, but stay with me. This Westworld cyborg, I like Jason. So what? I don't like him. Jason Chaffetz is leaving, but you know what he left us with? This bill that he's introducing that, you know what, will give Congress people a $2,500 monthly allowance so they don't have to pay 2 mortgages. Isn't that great? So you mean the same people that had 6-7 years to come up with a better plan than Obamacare, come up with a far worse plan, now they want you to pay their rent. You can't make this shit up, man. Like, you can try to make it up. You be sitting there like, I want to come up with the worst case scenario. I want to come up with something so hard, so arrogant. You know, I just want to come up with something really screwed up. I want to come up with something really bad. I want to come up with this idea like, how can we make Republicans seem worse, like, than the Democrats? Like, how can we do it? I know it's hard to do because you got super predators and, you know, NATO and, you know, and what's that trade deal? That horrible trade deal they had. Gosh, TTP. Yeah. God, how do we make Republicans? How can I write something that makes Republicans just as bad or not worse than Democrats? Come on, man. Oh, I got it. How about after 6 years of complaining about Obamacare not being good enough, we roll out what if they rolled out a plan that was worse? And then, not only that, let's just say, I don't know, they want the American people to pay their rent. Yeah. Oh, man, that's too crazy. We can't do that. That's wild, man. Wouldn't nobody believe that, man? That's like a crazy, man. Nobody's going to buy that. What kind of movie would that be? That's a horrible movie, man. It's so unrealistic because no one in America that has that much gall. No one has that unmitigated gall. No one is that cocky, that arrogant, that tone deaf, that stupid, that heinous, that vicious, that monstrous, that horrific, to do that. There's no way. You can't put that in the script, Tim Black. No one's gonna buy it because it's fantasy. It's like a horror film, man. It's like a far-fetched fantasy. I thought this was a drama, Tim. You understand that the GOP, what they want to do? Like I said, they have no balls to say, buy Mexicans. Well, they are saying that, but like really what they want to say is die Mexicans, buy blacks, die poor people, buy poor people, die poor people. We need more space, more stuff for rich people. And neoliberals are right there with them going, damn it, I should have thought of that. Because every horrible idea the GOP has, the Democrats have too. And it's like they take turns on who should put forth shitty ideas. Hey, come on, guys. We came up with the TPP. Time for you to come up with a horrible health care bill. Come on, man. Come on. It's your turn. We can't be betraying the people all by ourselves. It's your turn to do some betraying. Come on. You got to sell out the country this time. We already gave Saudi Arabia billions of dollars. Your turn, GOP. All right, let's do it. Let's there you go. Your turn. And they just go back and forth, screwing us and screwing us and screwing us. No kisses, no mood music, no Peebo Bryson. No Kenny Loggins, no numbers on the phone, no phone numbers. No, I'ma call you later. Nothing. No KY, no petroleum jelly. They just keep screwing us. And the thing that kills me the most, the thing that burns me up, because that's a lot, right? That's a lot. Tim, you can't get much madder. If you get much madder, Tim, you're going to have a stroke. I'm going to tell you this. It's the people. It's the media people, frankly. Because politicians get away with crap because media won't hold them accountable. If more people knew what I was saying tonight, and they could trust me, if they knew me enough to trust me, and if they listened, and if they really listened, we could change this shit. But I don't have a big enough reach. You think, see, here's the thing. A lot of us believe that people know this stuff, and they're just going, I'd rather die. I'd rather hear about Russia. No, people are not doing that. People don't know. They're not running around going, yay, we like to be, I don't know, futureless. We like to be futureless. No, they're not. They're being lied to. So it eats me up because I believe, and maybe later, after 10 years more doing this, I'll find out I was wrong, and then I'll come up with another plan. But as of today, I believe that most people who go along with this stuff, who are not in the streets, who are not a part of the movement, who are not doing their part, who won't send $5 to keep the shows going, who just, who just, rather watch, I don't even know what's on. They just don't know. And I don't think that's by accident. I know it's not by accident. It's because media won't tell them. And the people getting the big paychecks, running the big networks, they don't want them to know because there's money to be made in their ignorance. And as long as there's money to be made in their ignorance, they sleep like babies because they get to spend their money where they want. And Rachel Maddow can pick up her $7 million, and Megyn Kelly can pick up her money, and Don Lemon can get paid, and Chris Hayes can continue to get paid, and all of them continue to get paid. And the women on The View can keep talking bullshit, and everybody just keep on going the way they are, and they just hope for the best, and at least I got mine. And that's the story of how this happens. It's corrupt from the top to the bottom. It's what it is. And then we have good people who want to call it out. And what happens is those people, they can't sustain themselves. Because there's no money in truth. There's no money in truth. And then people start offering them money. Even our truth tellers, they start offering them stuff. And then we lose truth tellers. Because in this world, as a capitalistic society, they take our good people. Recently, I heard a couple of good people that have been compromised in certain ways. And it's sad. I would go further into this health care bill. All I can tell, I would tell you this. It looks like they're going to have a difficult time passing it. But you know, you always have Mike Pence. You know, the one the Democrats really want to be president? He's always waiting to co-sign anything to push you through, to block a filibuster. He's right there waiting. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Looking creepy. Howdy, a sadistic howdy doody looking motherfucker. Just waiting to do his part to push in the New World Order and to send you all to re-education camps. And I don't know if that's true, but he is waiting to jump on a bill and push it through. All I can hope now is that Rand Paul stands strong, and a couple of other Republicans stand strong. I will say this before I go to phone calls, guys. What I was trying to do for a while, and I caught so much heat for it, I had to kind of stop and kind of reevaluate. I was trying my best not to be a Trump. I didn't want to pile on and become a Trump destroyer. I didn't want to feed into that. I felt it was a wave, and people were sort of riding it to be riding it, and I kept thinking, what if Trump is malleable? What if he can be reasoned with? What if he is not truly a Republican? Really, he's just a guy who ran as a Republican. And maybe if we left the door open for dialogue, we could influence him and educate him. So I kept thinking, I know it was very arrogant, right? But I thought somehow in my mind, maybe it was a way that if I was a little less critical, maybe it would help. And I know it sounds crazy because who am I? He ain't like he watching my channel. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, everybody else just kept piling on the guy. And I figured, okay, good. We got 30 other channels all making Trump's garbage videos, Trump's horrible videos, you know. But see, now what has happened due to all this Russia stuff? Now the only people talking to Trump are the worst people that talk to Trump. Now the only people that he has communication with are the worst people for him to have communication with. The only information he gets now are from the most conservative of the conservative in the GOP. And now they're helping lead the conversation. And I know it's crazy. But for a while there, I kept thinking, if we don't demonize this guy, maybe there's a possibility. And I don't know if I was wrong or right, but I can tell you, all this Russia nonsense, it didn't help anything. Because instead of going, oh, I got to do something for these people, because I want to prove to them that I'm not the evil fascist bastard that they're saying I am, he's like, well, screw you then. He went the other way. Screw it. Oh, that's what I am? Screw you then. All right, come on over here. Evil, twisted, neoconservative. Yeah, what should we do? That's what I think. So, I don't know if I don't have answers for it. That's what I believe. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what you guys think about that. At any rate, guys, hopefully Mitch McConnell will fail. Because there are lives on the line. And it shouldn't have come to this. This is why I tried to get the Democrats to not be who they are. But that's like trying to get the Tasmanian devil to stop spinning and spitting. It ain't gonna happen. But I will continue to get fight. I just wanted to express what my thinking was people will die. More people will die. People going to die anyway. People were dying under Obama. Everybody ain't been covered by Obama. But now even more people can die. Instead of blaming the people that ran, the people that failed, the people that sucked, they blame the people that didn't vote for the people that failed, the people that ran, the people that sucked. And to me, that's dumb as hell. But hey, that's just my opinion. All right. Oh, Lord. All right, so the phone number is 319-527-6212. Call into the show. Let your opinions be heard. I would like folks to call in with a topic. Let's go light on the promotion tonight. Really not in the mood for promotions. Let's just stick to, some issue, whatever your issue is. I've talked about a number of things. I got the ball rolling. Once again, the phone number is 319-527-6212. If you are on the phone to promote something, let's save it for Freedom Friday, okay? All right, guys. All right, we're going to the first phone call. I got a 11111 number in his house. Thank you for your patience. You're live. Tuesday edition. How you doing?
Hello, Tim Black. This is your friend Thomas Salmish from Lansing, Michigan.
Hey, Thomas. What's up, brother?
I just have a short 20-second clip I want to play. Is the theme song for the DNC.
Okay, cool.
It had a couple of swear words, but I try to keep it down. But that's basically what they're saying. They're just like, burn the party down. We don't care. We want corporate money.
You're right, brother. You're right.
That's all I got, man. I just wanted to have that kind of...
Well, look, Thomas,
that
man.
song was hilarious.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, Thomas, thank you, my brother. I needed that. I'm a little exasperated right now, man. Good timing on your part. I got great people. You're one of them, Thomas. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
I'll try to, man. It'll be better now because of Thomas, man. 314, you're live on, what's this, Tuesday? True Tuesday? Yeah. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, my bad. It's spinning, guys. It's coming, but it's acting crazy. For some reason, this thing is spinning. It's not pulled up. Give it a couple seconds. Okay, let me try again. 314.
Hello?
There you go. Hey, how you doing, Bon?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Don Bay?
Hey, what's up, Tim?
Going on, my brother.
It was a couple of things I wanted to touch on. I'm gonna try to go fast because I know that Freedom Friday and my time is even shorter. So we reached about the cop incident that happened like 40 miles from where I live because I grew up in St. Louis. He was an off-duty police officer, and what it was is in St. Louis City, the cops got that license plate recognition technology on their car, so they was hitting plates. It was a stolen car. The police was chasing the car through the city. They're shooting at each other all through the city. The car crashed, and the off-duty officer heard the gunshot, so he was off duty. The cop that got shot. He was off duty, so he ran out with his state-issued weapon, and two black officers pulled up and told him to get on the ground and stuff. The officer identified himself, and so they told him to get up, walk to him, and then they recognized who he was because they all worked in the same police department. And then, out of the blue, the white cop just pulls up, hops right out of the car, and shoots him.
Damn.
That's how it went down. It was all on the local news. Because I'm 40 miles south of St. Louis. I grew up in St. Louis City my whole life. Now I live in rural Missouri. But yeah, that's what happened.
Lord have
He
mercy.
just got out of the car. You know what and you want to know why he said he shot him? Take a guess at it.
He feared for his life.
You got it. That's exactly what he said. He feared for his life. And it's one more thing I wanted to touch on. The caller called on Friday's show, and I can't remember the woman's name. And she was talking about, like, I guess it was kind of like immigration with the workers and stuff. And I'm going to let out, it's some immigrants that work for the company I work for. And by federal government law, our company has to put ads before they hire HB1 visa workers. But they don't put ads in the paper. They don't even advertise it. So they bring over HB1 visa workers, and they are guaranteed a minimum of $13.50 an hour. This is federal law. I had talked to one of the federal workers that came on the job site to make sure they were being paid right. And then when I asked them about, well, why you not seeing if I'm being paid right, she couldn't even answer my question. But they're guaranteed $13.50 an hour at a minimum. And they're guaranteed 32 hours of pay, regardless if they work 32 hours or not. And people bitch about people working at McDonald's that want $15 an hour. They come over here, they pay hardly any taxes, they buy stuff, they send everything home. They don't contribute, they don't do anything. And one more thing, if people think and I'm not trying to diss a lot of Hispanic workers, but when they say Mexicans work their ass off, they're lying. Most of them are lazy. They milk the clock, and they steal. So when you see these hotel workers and stuff, these immigrants and stuff, just think about it. They're making a minimum of $13.50 an hour. So that's all I wanted to touch on, Tim. Y'all have a good Tuesday evening, and the rant was funny. Oh, did you see the HA video when he played the audio clip of the CNN producer talking about the Russia story about them not having no evidence?
No, I didn't.
You didn't check that video out. It's hilarious. AJ said, "I'm gonna make 10 videos talking about this today." But that's all I wanted to say, Tim. But yeah, that police officer story. Yeah, that happened the other day. Yeah, they were shooting all through the city chasing, and it was 2 kids too. I think it was one was 17 and one was 16.
Wow.
They were chasing them all through the city. The cops shooting at the car. They shooting at the cops.
That is crazy.
It was crazy.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, that's how it went down, though.
All right, man. Hey, look, thank you, Don Bay, man. Damn, Don Bay, man. You sound like, man, bro. You sound like a. Hey, look, man. I know your experiences I'm sure your experience is what led you to your comment, but dude, it just sounds so. It sounds so bad, man. It's you know, they all lazy. They all steal. Man, come on, Don Bay. You can't talk like that, man. Come on. Lord, Don Bay, no, not you, Don Bay, not you, my brother, no. You know, Don Bay's my guy. But I gotta say it, man, like there's no awe. You know, it's like no awe. You know, like, you know, maybe the people at your job do. Because I gotta put myself in a perspective, what if there was a white caller calling about black folks saying that shit? I would have lit his ass up. So Don Bay, man, Don Bay's a repeat caller, man. Let's do it. All right. Lord, man. I thought tonight was gonna be easy. Where's Thomas Almy with the music? The music was fun. I was having fun. A minute ago I had my spirits were lifted. All right, let me go to 404. 404, you're live. Tuesday, True Tuesdays. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Tim Black. This is Ariel in Atlanta.
Hey, Ariel.
How are you doing tonight?
All right.
Other than frustrated. Well, Tim, I love, as always, what you're saying. I'm following your stream of consciousness, even though I know it's a little all over the place. It's okay. I like the connection of talking about water issues, Native American issues, healthcare. All that, you know, ties in together. And last night, I actually, in the after hours, was talking about my friend Russell Means, who I met when I was 18 years old. He was a Lakota Sioux and a primary activist in the American Indian movement, especially through the 70s. and he wrote a book called Where White Men Fear to Tread. And it's an excellent book, gets into his life and a lot of the history of Indian culture in the plains. And so when you really look at that, and he died several years back of esophageal cancer, very sadly. But before he died, he made a good series of videos, and a couple of things that he said really ring true. And he said, you know, Americans are the next Indians. Y'all are next. He said they've done all this horrible stuff to us. They've taken everything away from us. They've marginalized us. They've kept us poor and broke and hungry and sick. He said, and that's what's coming for you, because you're next on the line. And I think he was really right about that, because that is what's happening. We're next. And anybody that's, like you said, not elite, not, you know, one of the big shots or nearly big shots, is going to be on the chopping block. That's very much it. And so we can definitely see that. And we can see that, you know, the attitudes towards indigenous people have still not changed. They're never going to. You know, our country is based on genocide. It's total genocide. You know, they made people sick on purpose. They got them drunk on purpose. They you know, did everything short of just, you know, literally burning everybody down. I mean, the ones they couldn't kill, they tried to, you know, reform or change or take their culture, their language, everything away. So we're next. You know, anything that we've got, they're coming for. Not to get too long into it, but today Holly Seeliger made a good video about how the TSA is now searching people's books and interrogating people about their reading material. So, you know, we're getting that encroachment, and I think that the more that happens, hopefully more people wake up. And, of course, that ties into healthcare, which is I hope people wake up, too, about that and start to realize that we don't need any steps backward. And I'm the first to say Obamacare is not perfect, didn't do anything for me. But if it did something for anyone, it's a step in a general correct direction. But until we get people off of insurance, off of corporate insurance, corporate pharmaceuticals, and on to a Medicare single-payer type plan, nothing's really going to change, because we're still putting the money in the pockets of the dirty folks. So that's my diatribe for tonight. Thank you so much, Tim, for being there, doing what you do. We all love you so much, and you've got our support, hon.
Thank you so much, and I love your phone call as always, bringing up issues that I didn't touch on. Yeah, guys, go see Holly. Man, Holly is great. Holly, I did a panel with Holly Seeliger, the Zoom Politicon, right? And we had a good time. It was great. It was H.A., Holly, Elizabeth Beck from the DNC fraud lawsuit, and myself, and we had a great time. So please go see Holly Seeliger. Go see her channel. Subscribe to her. You know, look, subscriptions are free. Subscriptions are free. Go get as many of them from great independent media as possible. I want to see everyone grow, not just me. All right? So yeah, thank you so much. Oh, I meant to cut that. Thank you once again, Ariel. Still had their phone line open. 704. You into his house. And what's your name? Where you calling from? This system is really running slow tonight. When I click on a number, it doesn't go away. And it doesn't come in. Let me see if this works. Come on, man. There we go. I got you now, 704. How you doing?
Hey, this is Bruce again from Carolina. What's going on?
Hey, Bruce, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, it's been a while. You were actually thinking the same thing. I was thinking about that earlier caller with the whole, like, generalization thing. Funny, because we have a lot in common. We're both above average size African Americans who reside in the Maryland area. I used to reside in Baltimore.
Okay.
And as well, did IT for a very long period of time. And I feel like, I understand how you feel. I feel like you're like the future version of me, because I'm like, I totally get what you mean about when you hear and you see certain things, it's hard to unsee that crap. So you find yourself like in your basement just talking to yourself. Like I can't tell you how many times my fiance be like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" I know you get that, so I totally understand. Here's my thing. We mentioned earlier, Tim, about the whole situation with Laquan McDonald, which I hope I don't like the fact that they're just putting those three under the bus, because I feel like that could go all the way up to the top to Obama's former right-hand man. Because remember, that case got held until Rahm Emanuel got freaking elected again.
Yep.
So I wish they would actually look into that as well, because I feel like they're kind of just throwing those guys under the bus to make sure it doesn't go any further. And honestly, in addition to that, I feel in a way it's not. I know when people say like it's the training. It's kind of the training, but at the same time, you gotta admit it's them. It's them. Like, how is it every single time you run into a minority, there's always a reference of "I fear for my life," even if the cops that are with you are not afraid. Another cop, for some reason, can be afraid, kill someone. Oh, I fear for my life. It's become a catchphrase at this point. And it's like, when is this? I would like to believe that it's training, but when has this happened in affluent neighborhoods? When has this happened? You're from the Maryland area. When the hell is the last time this happened in Potomac? You know, like rich areas where we're like, oh my God, this hedge fund manager was gunned down by police today because he reached for his wallet. You've never heard that before, Tim.
Nope.
So how is it that it's them? I honestly believe that if you want to make a system better, you do like you do the people. And when someone gets in trouble, there's no excuse for ignorance. There's not. And I believe that as a police officer, there should be no excuse for being overly zealous and being so-called afraid. Because as a police officer, that is the risk that you take when you live for that badge. I have seen a couple of men in the military who have been pissed off about that. I was down here in Charlotte when they had the protest with like Walter Scott and the other stuff, the other shootings that happened. The kid who got shot because he got into an accident and he was trying to like get help, and the freaking cop shot him instead of getting the guy help because he was like got into a car accident. I was there for those protests, and there were people in the military that was like, there's no way that we wouldn't have got court-martialed if we act the same way as cops in America, because they have rules of engagement. And that's the thing that frustrates a lot of people. Like, okay, so you're saying that people in the military have better ability to contain their emotions in wartime, going over there fighting terrorists, than our own police have protecting us, supposedly. I just don't think it's not just the training, it's the people. And if you don't change the people and you don't give people a reason to not do this anymore, because think about it, Tim, if I was a cop, and it's sad to think this way, but I'm pretty sure there's one of those cops that probably thought about it. If I just looked scared, and at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt me. Because like I say, I fear for my life, if you can see on the camera, look. That's why I feel like, in a way, it's not necessarily just a circumstance that they wait so damn long and they let people bleed out for them and then go get help. I feel like that's some way that can be a tactic because, like they say, dead men tell no tales. And honestly, I feel like in court, it might be a little bit more worse having a person who survived the shooting explain their account than a dead person that can't. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I mean, what do you think?
I think it's a very interesting concept, brother. Look, I really don't know what goes through their minds, man, if it's all a ruse. But I know they're too damn trigger happy for me, man. I know that. Wow. Look, brother, I appreciate it, man.
Agree with you, man.
Hey, man, thank you, my brother, my twin brother over there, who we're living in a what we call a parallel existence type of thing. Dude, I don't know, man. You know, what can I tell you? You know, what can I tell you? Fear can never be measured. You're right. Like, and that's why I say Michael A. Wood, he was a combat soldier. He'd been in the infantry. Like I don't think it was like, you know, I know he'd been in elite forces or something to that extent. And You know, there's rules of engagement, just like you listed, man. These police officers are not trained that way, but they're also not cut from that fabric, right? So, like, this guy, Yank ass, that guy, man, he's scared of his own shadow. That guy was horrible. All right, 304. Let me see if this will work this time. 304. It's spinning, and then it went away. Here we try again. The system is not working, guys. It's like spinning, it's trying. Trying to bring callers in, and I just get the, it's doing like this. And then it goes away. And I tell you. There we go, 304,
Hello?
you're live. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's Stevie in West Virginia.
Hey.
You know what? I think your previous caller might be onto something. You know, it's a lot cheaper, you know, to have people just, you know, not make it, you know, slow code them. You know, it's they did that with some of the miners here. They kind of drag their feet on rescuing them, and if they just so happen to die, well, it's a lot cheaper to pay that fine than it is to reimburse them for their injuries, you know?
Wow.
So, I don't know. It's something to think about. But I can't help but notice, and I know everybody else is noticing this, there's no value for human life. I wish I could tell you some jokes or something to cheer you up. I know it's a rough night. It's been a rough week, honestly, but it's you know, like right now, we had that Bernie had that healthcare rally here in Charleston, and all these speakers come up there and they're begging for Obamacare, begging for scraps. That's what we're doing. It's the Charles Dickens, can I have a little bit of porch, sir? Can I have a little bit of health care? Can I please keep my life? That's what we're doing these days. We're begging for our lives, asking, please, don't murder us. Don't shoot us. Don't let us die of cancer when we have all the technology to cure it. Please. And we have to stop asking. We have got to start telling them that they're going to do it or they're going to be out of office. No more questions, no more begging. We've got to find our own spine because these politicians, they ain't got one. So that's all I got for you. Sorry, it's a bit of a downer today.
It's all good. Thank you so much, Stevie. I appreciate it. And you're right. We got to find a way to demand what we're asking for. I say, man, we got to kick out these people. You know, these suckers, like, they want to be a part of the system. They want to be a part of the elite class. They want to be a part of, they want to have a seat at the table. They don't want to buck the system. They don't want to challenge it. They know there's no money in challenging the system. They know there's nothing in it except drama, heartache, and freedom. Uh-oh, what about that? Uh-oh, justice. Uh-oh, oh no, we got some justice. They don't want it bad enough. So it's going to require people like us, Stevie, that are willing to go against the wall, man, who are willing to go towards what we want and damn the rest. And frankly, I think there's a lot of people out there like that. Definitely when they get in that situation, we need you to want it when it's not even you yet. That's the problem. Like, you have to know what oppression's like before you're oppressed. Get it? And it's a hard thing for people to, like, put yourself in that space. For us to have the numbers, you got to know what it's like to have your back against the wall before your back is literally against the wall. To have the numbers, right? So that's the thing, because just imagine, Stevie, all the people who have realized, who are right now watching a loved one not have the coverage they need to sustain their lives. They're with us. It's just not enough of them. And the people that could make us enough, they don't care because it's not them. That's the story of everything. Every group, every oppression, everything we rail about. That's the real thing. That's the real. Ah, Lord. 412. Let's see if this is. Come on, work for me, system. Come on. I have to roll the dice on it. Come on, 412. Come on, stupid system. This is so horrible what I'm watching right now. I'm about to bring Facebook over so they can see this crap for themselves. This is horrible. This thing is spinning. It's spinning like spinning rims, and it's not going anywhere. It's just spinning. It's spinning. I click it, and they just do like. I pay for this. This is not free. This is paid. And then it goes away. Come on, baby. I tell you. I'm going to keep trying, though, guys, because I got people in the queue. It's horrible. It's horrible, guys. It's just, I'm spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. So, I don't know. I don't know why it's acting this way. Maybe their system's just overloaded tonight. The callers are coming through. They're clear. Everything seems great. But then when I click on the caller, it just spins. Why are you spinning? Why are you spinning? Nothing I can do. Yes, it's really hosed up, guys. I'm so sorry. It's like I'm not able to pull a call up. I'm not able to bring my callers in. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I will send a complaint to their customer service. They'll say it's me. I rebooted, punk. I rebooted. No, it's not me. It's your system. No, just look, guys, look. I don't know. I'll just say tomorrow's Wednesday. Look, there's a lot of stories to cover. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of issues that need to be talked about. They need to talk about the healthcare situation a little bit more in depth. But as it stands, I'm hoping that Mitch McConnell's unsuccessful in rallying the troops. That's what matters on that issue. On Chicago, I want them to go up the food chain, get the people at top. Now, the tricky thing about Chicago is they already got rid of the police chief. Oh, they threw the police chief on the blade a long time ago. So they already gave up that. Now, 2 years later, now they're going to, a year and a half later, now they want to get these officers. Okay, let me try one more time with this. And look, and I'm not defending these officers that hid this information. I'm just saying this was standard practice. You can't tell me this was not standard practice. All right? It had to be. Okay? So all the times it's happened where it didn't get caught. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what we need to open our eyes to. I don't want to hear. Hey, how you doing? Who's this?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, there it goes. It works. Okay, 412, how you doing?
Hey, I'm dizzy from spinning so long. This is Uli from PA.
Hey, Uli.
I called about the show you put on Monday. I got to it a little bit later. I missed the first couple of minutes, but I thought that was really exciting and something to be excited about. All the topics we're talking about today, whether it's the health care, the police violence, the undermining of our rights, the taking away from our rights, it's all tied together, and you can put it all under one umbrella, and the umbrella is the narrative, and the narrative is dictated by the media. And we all know like what we need and what needs to be done, and people need to be held accountable, and they're not. They are not. Anywhere you look, they're not being held accountable for legislation, and they're not being held accountable for the executive of that. So we're sort of past that point where we're looking at the police violence, we're hearing it, we're seeing it. What's lacking are the consequences. Until there are consequences, this is going to continue, and you're not seeing consequences. You have all the evidence that you need. The violence, as I understand it, has always been there. The lynchings, the killings, it has always been there, but now it's in the public eye. How can you see this, you hear, you have audio. You see men running away, being shot in the back, and the guy turns around, and I feared for my life. Hello. It's hideous. So, but again, coming back to why I really called today.
90 seconds.
It's all dictated by the narrative. If black men are portrayed as dangerous and you know, that's what you get. It's being bought. And so the media controls this, and that's why I was super stoked about Monday when you brought the Hot Bastard and Nico into the show. That is exciting, because you know what this means.
60 seconds.
A dollar per like or whatever the thing is through Patreon, that's huge. If you got 100,000 followers, and Nico has 100,000 followers, and HA has 100,000 followers, do the math. See, that's what it is. We focus too much on this system, the system. We all know what's wrong. We got to do our own thing, and that's what y'all doing. And then from there, it's exponential. And we have that advantage, and our previous generations did not have this. There are people in the house from Denmark, from Scotland, from all over the globe signed on to this show. Hi from Glasgow. I read it somewhere earlier in one of your videos. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's how it's done. Fuck them.
10 seconds.
Let them go. Let them go. They're going down. They're going to annihilate themselves. That's extremism, and that's what extremism does. It annihilates itself. They're going to cannibalize each other. The big corporations are already cannibalizing each other. That's what they do. Fuck them. Ignore them. Let's do our thing. And I went straight on to Patreon, and that $1 per like a month. Think about it. 100,000 people, $1 each. We all have that buck. And that was my contribution tonight. Y'all take it easy.
Thank you, Uli, so much, sister. You are the best. Nothing but love for you, Uli. Nothing but love for you, man. I appreciate you so much. I know I speak for the rest of the guys and the ladies, because any indie media, if you subscribe to Holly, give her $1 too. It's just $1. It means so much because we reach so many people. Thank you so much. 909. I'm going to try to bring you in, 909. I'm trying. This system really stinks, man. I'm trying to tell you what's going on here. I'm afraid if I do anything to try to really fix it, I won't be able to get into you at all. So I'm trying to take my chances.
Melinda.
Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Hey, talk to me. What's up?
Tim. Hey, this is Melinda from Southern California. How's everybody doing? First of all, I just wanted to urge your previous caller, as a Mexican American person, a person of family of immigrants, to be very careful and think carefully when you kind of generalize and make statements such as the one made about Mexicans being lazy or stealing, because let me tell you something. I have to advocate for other people of color within my own culture to debunk these stereotypes, to urge them not to use a certain language they use. And so my observation is that this kind of language and this kind of criticism and these stereotypes are happening all over the place. They happen in every culture. It happens within our own culture. And it really starts with ourselves to try to be cognizant of what you say, because what the person just said is feeding off of the vibes that you heard from the current president. I mean, you're just feeding off of his, the negativity around immigrants. So be very careful. I mean, I got to say, I am very fortunate. I was raised in South Central LA. There were in a community of people of color, immigrants, and I was very fortunate to live in the community, as difficult as it was, with a lot of the drive-by shootings and things like that. It helped me appreciate the people of diversity. different backgrounds, and everybody's human. And it took a while for me not only to leave the community, but then to move into a community where it was all people of, well, let's just say, no people of color. It was just all white people. Going to college, it was a culture shock for me. Where are my people, my friends, my community of color? And it took an adjustment. And then I went into corporate world. I worked for a global IT company, predominantly white collar people, and it took an adjustment. But I gotta say, it was never easy to, let's say, kind of blend in, because I just never felt that I was part of that community, and it's hard. And so, a person like myself, it's really hard to build that self-confidence when I hear criticisms about, oh, you Mexicans are lazy and this and that. So let me tell you, I hear that, and let's just start with ourselves and try not to kind of say that, because the children are going to hear that, they're going to carry that on, and then continue to spread that. And so anyway, I wasn't planning to say this, but it was kind of hurtful. So I just wanted to urge your caller to please be careful, because I know, Tim, your followers are diverse people. So let's just try to be respectful. Now, the reason I really wanted to call is to say that I'm a former survivor of the corporate world. I worked for Hewlett-Packard, a global IT company, with Meg Whitman as our CEO. And I just got to say, there was extreme corporate exploitation with the outsourcing of IT professional jobs. I'm one of the victims. And I just wanted to touch on one example. There was just a wave of layoffs that occurred last couple of years. There was one incident where IT professionals that had 20, 30-some years of experience, they were laid off, but they were never given the severance package, the compensation that they deserve after dedication of so many years. You know what happened, Tim? They were moved over to another outside, agency, and they had to start. Their salary was reduced. They never got any extra compensation for losing their accrued vacation. It was horrible, and I thought it was just a total nightmare. And I think it came out in the news. But I just want to tell you that you're spot on. The corporate world, what they try to do is take advantage of the people, the workforce. They try to find any way to strip off your benefits little by little, and discourage you, kill your morale, and really force you to leave before they give you any sort of, a decent severance package. Luckily for me, I got the nice package, and I'm so glad after 20 years, which I did earn a 20-year watch. A few days thereafter, I was given the pink slip, and I was super happy. And I just got to say, I work for the state of California. I love it because I'm in a real, true, diverse environment. I mean, this is my home, and it's just happy people working for the state. So I just want to end it there and just tell you that I love your show. I love you. I love the community. And just be careful. Starts with yourself. Please be careful and be respectful of the diversity of Tim's show, Tim's community, and just in general. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melinda. And and look, the reason why it sounded like I was speaking the truth, because I was, and I used to be in your community, in IT, for a big Fortune whatever company, just like you. So I know. So I seen it too. So I know exactly what you're talking about, how they throw you under the bus, how they don't want to give you a severance package, make you uncomfortable, maybe give you crappy hours, make you get on this shift or go to this location. I know people had to move locations, and I know a guy who was driving back and forth like 12 hours. The commute was like 4 hours each way, because they didn't want to fire him. They didn't want to pay him. So that's the way they punished him for not quitting. So it happens all the time. But thank you, Melinda. And two, the earlier point about the comments, yeah, it took me a minute, because it was like, God, because I know this guy. He calls all the time. This is my friend. But God, man, I could not find anything redeeming in what he was saying. And we cannot have that type of rhetoric, not on my show. And it's just astonishing that he didn't see, Because Don Bay is typically a good guy. It's like, you don't think that black people say that about black people? Like, they say that about black people. That's like the running stereotype. Leslie, that's the #1 stereotype they use about blacks, that and violent. And you're using that about somebody else. Come on, Don, I know you better than that. So hopefully he's just having a bad day. Hopefully he needs to smoke some weed or something like he usually does before he calls the show, and he'll be back on point next time. So give it up for that. God, man. Jesus. E2, Don Bay, E2. Okay, let me see if I can get 920 in here. 920, I'm trying to, oh, I got you. How you doing?
Hey, Tim, it's Riley from Wisconsin.
Riley, my brother, what's on your mind?
What's up? So I wanted to kind of bring it back to the caller, 2 callers ago, and how she kind of ended it with the system kind of eating itself or destroying itself, which I think that's happening, and that's pretty clear that's happening now. But at the same time, while it's eating itself and trying to survive, it's also getting smaller and smaller and smaller and more consolidated into one singular source, which is pretty scary. I don't know if you ever heard of the movie Branded. It came out in 2012, and it's a really good movie. I suggest everyone check it out, which goes into kind of this idea of corporations and kind of giving them an entity and kind of how they work and operate. But back to kind of my point, it's scary that the system's consolidating and becoming kind of one entity with all the corporations combining and everything. And I kind of getting back to your original point on like depopulation and how they're killing off the poor people. While they're doing that, they're also ensuring more and more people are poor. So it's like an elite class, and then there'll be a slave class. And as far as wage and minimum wage and things like that, they don't want to raise the minimum wage, but I think what they want to do is give us an income, universal income. And they'll just give us all a basic income, and everyone will cheer and be happy about it. But it's a way to control and say, here's your dollar, go have fun. And it's a way to control and ensure a slave class and then an elite class. And there won't be any jobs because automation, AI, and tech are taking those, and that's pretty clear now. And they're using the automation, AI, and tech to say, well, we can't give you $15 because, you want $15? Well, here's the automation because we don't want to give you that, and this is cheaper. So kind of rambling all over the place, but that's what I got for tonight.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man, Riley. I appreciate the phone call. What the hell was that? Thank you, man. I don't know what happened with my system. It just went crazy for a second. And then my phone's all over here crazy, all behind the system. What's up, Facebook? And it's stuttering. Gosh. All right, let me go to the next call, man. 518, you're live. True Tuesday. And now we're spinning again. Maybe it'll come in any second. Once it does, just tell me your name and your number. I mean, not your number. Your name and where you're calling from. And it's still spinning. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my internet. Because I'm looking at my Facebook, and it was like, woo, woo, woo. It was stuttering, like we had a strobe light going on around here or something. It's doing it again. I know my people on YouTube like, Tim, what are you talking about? Tim, please stop smoking the wacky weed. What did you take, Tim Black? What did you take? It's still spinning. And ironically, this is my last call in the queue, so I got to wait it out, guys. Come on, we got to take this last call, and I'm just going to sit and wait it out. So, how is the family? Good? All right, good to hear it. Thinking about getting a rescue puppy. Yeah, thinking about getting a rescue puppy. I know one time I was on Facebook and talked about getting a dog, and people were just, no, don't buy a dog. I'm like, yeah, you still got to buy them from rescue. You still buying it. It's not like it's free. But I just got to find time, man. Got to find time to go up, truly get the process. Talking Charles County, Maryland. Anybody who knows anyone who works at the SPCA, let me know what's up, because we're gonna go forward to it. I think it'll be really great for the children. for the children. And yeah, so that's going to be a great experience, man. Something I wanted to do for a while. I wanted to actually do it since Christmas, right? So, gosh, man, this thing is not working. Frustration. All right, guys. What can I tell you, man? Go to Patreon, become a Patreon member. Please do that. And gosh, what can I say? Look, if you are a Patreon, man, I meant to tell you about what's going on this week. What was the news? It's just, you will not believe the roller coaster that we've been on as far as who's going to be coming on the show, who's not going to be coming on the show. I kept waiting to get a confirmation of guests I was supposed to have a guest tonight. That didn't work out. That didn't work out, guys. And that's all I can say about that right now. And then I had somebody I thought I would have for Thursday, and that didn't work out. So I'm a little pissed off right now because I lined up stuff and I'm trying to bring the best content. And let me try one more time with this phone number, 518. And look, and now it's gone. It spun until it left. Best. You dirty, you. All right. So, people, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a great show tomorrow. I got a lot of video content I got to get out. We got to make way for it. I appreciate you for all that you do. Remember, it's $1, 1 follow. That's $1, 1 follow. 1 follower, $1. And that's Nico House this week. Also, don't, of course, I'm out here. I'm right here. If you're not giving to the show yet, please consider doing it. We're trying to build up independent media. We need it so badly. We got great people that's putting out messages. If you support independent media, let people know. To all my people, look, and there's a couple videos I saw today I thought were fantastic. One was HA's video about the CIA, not the CIA, about CNN. Y'all heard about CNN. They let a couple people go because they're putting out fake news, right? Well, look, watch my video on it. Don't forget to watch H.A. Goodman's video on it. Also, Jimmy Dore has a great video with Tim Canova, which is a truth-telling video. You got to watch that, guys. Go find Jimmy Dore's channel, TYT Comedy. Check out Jimmy Dore's video. Nico House has a great video out. Go to Nico's channel, Mikasa Sukasa, and Hard Bastard. I'm sure Hard Bastard got something going on. So please, visit the friends. Visit the friends' houses. Stop by, pick yourself up some apple cider. Get a shot of tequila. And a sip of some lemonade or something. And they all have different types of flavor, but at the end of the day, it's all real, it's all true. All right? All right. So, if you meet somebody between now and tomorrow, the next time you see me, and you're trying to explain to them why the Republican Party is full of drama, the Democratic Party is not much better, and why is this thing still hesitating, don't argue with them. Do like I do.
Let's sprinkle some crack on them and get out of here.
Let's sprinkle some facts on them and get out of there. I'm Tim Black. I see you soon. Like I always say, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. Stand up, stand tall, stand strong. The revolution don't move unless we do. We got to work it, baby. Nothing but love. I'm out. And this is horrible what's happening to Facebook, guys. You should see it. I look like the Iron Man without the iron. Like Iron Man needs some iron over here. This is horrible, guys. I don't know what's happening. This is ridiculous. Shout out to my people over in the chat room. Snork Y2K, Buttercash for Cornbread, Jilly Love, Q DeMayo. Who's this? Is this Q DeMayo? Harry Rankin, thank you. Back. You got my back, T? I got your back, Harry. Thank you so much for what you do. The whole crew, the Broken Carpenter, my moderators, Broken Carpenter, Iron Man Eyes, and Momo Pineno. If you need graphics work done, there's only one place to go. It's momopineno@gmail.com. Do that. I want to know too. Let me know if you hired Momo Pineno, because I need to help support what he's doing. Angel Tibbs in the house. M99, Yo Ricky, Fred Lexo, the whole crew, man. Thank y'all so much. I'm out of here. Be safe.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am Tim Black.
Now there it goes. Something was up with this woman. And now it's going wrong. Something crazy.
So say good night to the bad guy. Come on.
Thank you. All right, Facebook, y'all stay safe now. Much love to you. Get out of his way. You better get out of his way.
There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way.
Better to be the bad guy than the guy that's too scared to show up and keep it real. Call me the bad guy. At least I can look in the mirror at night. Peace.